What if the universe isn't as symmetrical as we've always believed? What if galaxies, the vast star cities scattered across the cosmos, don't always follow the rules of cosmic order? And what if some of them are spinning the wrong way, defying everything astronomers thought they knew about gravity, motion, and the very birth of galaxies themselves? Could the universe itself have a preferred direction, a hidden spin, a cosmic bias written into its fabric? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why galaxies that rotate backwards are one of the strangest and most exciting puzzles in modern astronomy. Welcome to Astro Oracle, where we explore the vast universe together. Let's start with what we expect. Most spiral galaxies, including our own Milky Way, spin in a predictable way. Their spiral arms trail behind the direction of rotation, just like the wake behind a boat. This trailing pattern makes sense. Gravity, star formation, and density waves all work together to sculpt galaxies into elegant swirls, with arms always lagging behind the spin. In fact, astronomers long assumed that trailing arms weren't just common, they were universal. Galaxies were supposed to follow this rule everywhere. But then came a discovery that changed everything. Meet NGC 4622, a spiral galaxy located about 111 million light-years away in the constellation Centaurus. At first glance, it looks like just another beautiful spiral. But when astronomers studied it more closely with the Hubble Space Telescope, they noticed something bizarre. Its outer spiral arms aren't trailing, they're leading. In other words, the tips of the arms point in the same direction as the galaxy's rotation, completely opposite to what physics predicts. Even stranger, NGC 4622 has both types of arms. The outer arms lead, while an inner arm trails behind. It's like a cosmic tug-of-war written directly into its structure. How could this happen? The best explanation is violence. At some point in its history, NGC 4622 probably collided with or absorbed a smaller galaxy. That gravitational encounter scrambled its structure, redistributing angular momentum and flipping the orientation of its arms. It's a rare, photogenic example of a galaxy that quite literally spins against the grain of the universe. And NGC 4622 isn't completely alone. Other galaxies, like NGC 3786 and NGC 5426, have shown signs of leading arms, usually when they're locked in a dramatic dance with companion galaxies. These interactions act like galactic car crashes. They distort disks, pull out tidal tails, and sometimes reverse entire sections of rotation. In simulations, you can watch galaxies merge, swirl, and flip as their stars and gas clouds redistribute momentum. The result? A galaxy that looks like it's breaking the rules, but is really bearing scars from an ancient collision. It's not just whole galaxies that spin strangely. Even inside galaxies, small structures can rebel. Take molecular clouds, the giant, cold nurseries where stars are born. In some galaxies, astronomers have observed clouds orbiting in the opposite direction of the overall galactic disk. How? Collisions between clouds, or powerful feedback from newborn stars, can randomly flip their spin. It's like eddies in a river, swirling one way even as the current flows in the other. These local reversals remind us that galaxies aren't rigid machines. They're chaotic, dynamic ecosystems. You might be wondering, how can astronomers actually tell which way a galaxy rotates? They don't just guess by looking at arm patterns. In fact, arm orientation alone can be misleading, which is why galaxies like NGC 4622 fooled observers for decades. Instead, astronomers use the Doppler effect. When gas or stars move toward us, their light shifts slightly bluer. When they move away, it shifts redder. By mapping these shifts across a galaxy, astronomers can see which side is approaching and which is receding, revealing the true direction of rotation. For some nearby galaxies, telescopes can even track the proper motion of individual stars over years, building a full three-dimensional picture of the spin. So when we say a galaxy rotates the wrong way, it's not an illusion. It's confirmed by hard data. But here's where things get even stranger. When the James Webb Space Telescope peered deep into the cosmos, astronomers expected galaxy spins to be randomly distributed, half clockwise, half counterclockwise. After all, on the largest scales, the universe is supposed to be isotropic, the same in all directions. Instead, Webb data showed something surprising. Roughly 2/3 of galaxies in the deep field images rotated in the same direction. Only about 1/3 went the other way. That's not what randomness looks like. So what's going on? Is it a statistical fluke? A bias in how telescopes capture data? Or could the universe itself have a preferred direction? A primordial spin from the earliest moments after the Big Bang? If that last idea is true, it would shake one of the deepest assumptions in cosmology, that the universe has no special orientation. Why should we care about galaxies that spin the wrong way? Because every time nature breaks our rules, it forces us to rethink the bigger picture. Reversed galaxies challenge our models of how galaxies form, evolve, and merge. They push astronomers to refine simulations, test dark matter theories, and reconsider how angular momentum spreads through the cosmos. And on the largest scale, the apparent spin preference seen by Webb could hint at a hidden order in the universe, something beyond the standard Big Bang model. In other words, backwards galaxies aren't just curiosities, they might be cosmic clues. Imagine if galaxies really do carry records of an ancient cosmic rotation, like fossils of the universe's first spin. Each backward swirl, each leading arm, might be a signature written in starlight. When we decode those signatures, we don't just learn about individual galaxies. We learn about the entire structure and history of the cosmos. Are we living in a universe that's truly random, or one that still remembers a primordial twist from its birth? That's the question astronomers are chasing. And galaxies like NGC 4622 are the breadcrumbs leading us deeper into the mystery. If you enjoyed this dive into the strange world of backwards galaxies, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more mind-bending stories about space, science, and the mysteries of the cosmos. So the next time you look at a picture of a spiral galaxy, remember, not all spirals follow the rules. Some spin backwards, some carry scars from ancient collisions, and some might even whisper secrets about the very birth of the universe. And tell me in the comments, do you think the universe has a hidden spin, or are we just seeing illusions in the data? Either way, the cosmos is full of surprises, and together, we're just getting started in uncovering them.